Good morning. Kind of excited today. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to go back up to the family farm and help my brother with some fall tillage. So, I mean, for a lot of people that might not sound very exciting, and I mean it's work. It's going to be a long day and no tractor, but for me, it is a source of energy. It's a source of just kind of bringing myself back, because that's where a lot of the lessons that I've learned over the years that I've shared in the videos and in the written form, and it's just it's that reconnection with nature, and it's and it's a very symbolic kind of thing because I'm doing fall tillage, and so what that does is it prepares the soil for spring or helps get the soil more ready for spring planting. It kind of levels out any bumps, and actually, and importantly in that, it mixes the rubbish left over from the corn stalks into the soil, so the soil stays put. Because that's the big challenge with farming: soil leaves, and the topsoil is the most important part of the soil because that's the richest content. And if you don't realize the power of erosion, just realize the Mississippi Delta, which is down in New Orleans. It's a big triangular shaped area that has, creeped out into the Gulf of Mexico, is nothing but topsoil from the Mississippi River Basin. So every time you see a hard rain and you see muddy water or, overflowing creeks and ditches, it's always usually brown because that's carrying away soil. So, this activity in the fall helps to stabilize that soil and keep it in place. So that, just life, so I get to go back and do that, but just, in life in general, that is, what I've learned is, the power of taking those simple actions in preparation for bigger things. And the farm is just that place, that helps me recalibrate those things. Because I was thinking about this, a little bit earlier. There is on the farmhouse up on the hill, which is kind of cool. So we overlook the farm. You can see for miles up there. But there's a little stoop. It's not necessarily a porch, but coming out of the house, and there's this little stoop with ledges on it. Brick ledges built up, seat high basically. They're basically little seats. And many a morning and many evening, that stoop has been a gathering place. Either before we leave for the morning, we'd be out there and we'd put our work shoes on, and whatnot, pet the dogs, and just look around. Overlook the farm, watch any traffic that's going by, just seeing the sunrise. It's behind us, but just overlooking everything. And then in the evening, come home, and usually before we go in or whatever, take our shoes back off, whatnot, and just kind of regather. Is that kind of transition spot. Prepare for the day, and then in the evening, kind of just that last moment, just kind of leave things out there. That way we don't bring the things into the house, so to speak. Any challenges or difficulties or problems, they're all just kind of out there. And then many a conversations. I remember many a times somebody would come to see Dad, be it a salesperson, be it some, insurance agent or whatever, and they would have long conversations right there on that stoop. He'd sit out there with them, talk with them, and they just, and that's a big place where Dad conducted business. It was just one of those kind of places that just, drawn people towards it. And it is one of those kind. I remember some exercise one time, thinking of a place from your past, and that came to mind, and just overlooking it and the scenes and just those kind of things. So just getting to go back there tomorrow, and it's just one of those kind of deals you don't get to do as much as you want to and stuff, and and just appreciative of the life that I got today and what I'm doing. It's just it's always neat to revisit that home, because that's where I grew up, and that's we rode our bikes up and down that hill many a times growing up, and other things transpired in that place. So it just having those memories, having to and get a chance to go back and help, and and that appreciation that my brother appreciates my help, because he always requests me, and just hanging out with him is always a good time too, in our own little weird way. So it just it's good to do. Had a busy fall, had a lot of things going on with my daughter's band, so this is the first weekend that's over. It's already hard to imagine that's been a week ago that it ended. So it's a nice transition to some other things here now and stuff. But just doing that. So you'll have a great day, have a great weekend. Hopefully you got plans. It may not be as weird as me driving a tractor all day Saturday, but enjoy yourself and stay ready.